For the dictation revisions of Chapter 3, Weekend Fun, I would like to draw your focus on the conversation, especially on the speech marks and the capitalization, because there is a lot of conversation in this chapter. For example, the first two sentences, it is Saturday morning, the whole family home. What do you want to do today? Says Dad. So you can see here, we use open quotation mark to tell people that this is exactly what Dad says at that time. What do you want to do today? Okay, so it's question mark first, then close quotation mark. And then you have a short phrase, says Dad. But this is not one sentence. Some students will make a mistake by capitalizing says, but it is not correct. They shouldn't capitalize says, because says Dad is part of the sentence of what do you want to do today, says Dad. This is one sentence. Okay, so this is says Dad is only part of the sentence. And here Dad is capitalized because you make it like the name of one person, because the writer has one dad only. But if you write, oh, he is my dad, or Mr. Ho is my dad, if you have word like my, his, her, their, our in the front, then you don't capitalize it because this is a common noun. But here you remember, if it is standing alone like dad, just one word, then it's being treated like a name of that person only. Then you capitalize it. And let's look at these little paragraph. I want to go to the beach. I want to build sandcastles and look at shells. Comma, close quotation mark, says Peter. So you may wonder why here, this is the end of the sentence, why we have comma. So as I said that, says Peter, this is not, says Peter is not one sentence. It's together with this previous sentence. I want to build sandcastles and look at shells. So without the quotation mark, originally, I want to build sandcastles and look at shells, it would end with a full stop. But if it is followed by close quotation mark, says Peter, then you would change a full stop to comma. Okay, and not full stop anymore. Okay, and then close quotation mark before you write says Peter. And here again, I have to remind you again, says here, this is not the first word of a sentence, and this is why we do not capitalize it. Another example is, I don't like the beach, she says. So here you see open quotation mark. I don't like the beach. Originally end with full stop, but when it is followed by close quotation mark and she says, then the full stop is changed to comma, close quotation mark. And as you see here, she is not capitalized. She says, full stop. And same for the following sentence, open quotation mark, well, comma, close quotation mark. That means originally this should be the full stop and followed by says Dad, full stop. Where do you want to go? Jane thinks. So here, Jane is capitalized. It's not because it is the first word of the sentence. Okay, because here, where do you want to go? Jane thinks. This is one sentence. Jane is capitalized only because it is the name of that girl. Okay, and here open quotation mark, These 3 dots, we call it ellipsis. Okay, the name of this punctuation is ellipsis. That means you have something else to say. Okay, you haven't finished talking. I know I want to go to the country park. So you see here, we don't say I want to go to country park. Okay, we add the, because usually there are a few country parks around our neighborhood, and there's a specific one we want to go, then we use the country park. And then please don't capitalize country park unless it is a specific name, like Sai Kong Country Park. Okay, if it is it becomes the name of a specific country park, then you can capitalize it, Sai Kong Country Park. Just like I go to school every day, but when you say Songsin Primary School, then every word is capitalized. Songsin Primary School. You can look at your name strap. I'm not spelling it here because I just want to demonstrate it's all capitalized when it is a special name of the school. Okay, now for the next page here, they don't like Ben's idea. So here apostrophe S, don't miss, okay, Ben's idea. Apostrophe S, that means the idea from Ben. Okay, in this paragraph, the punctuations is a little bit complicated, especially this sentence. The children start talking loudly. So here you see 2 dots, we call it colon. That means how they talk loudly. Okay, I want to, comma. So this is one phrase that someone say how they talk loudly, and then again by quotation mark. I don't like ellipsis, and then comma, and then also quotation mark. I think ellipsis, and then with the quotation mark here, and at the end full stop. So colon is listing what the children say when they're talking loudly. And lastly, this time I'm not spelling as much for you because I think the important point for this chapter is more on the punctuation, and I see you had pretty good improvement last time over dictation, and I believe that you can be very, very careful on your spelling this time. And so I just draw focused on a few words, like here the word laughs. Okay, it's spelled as Laugh. Okay, and here we add S because Jane is a girl, it's a she. This is why we add S for present tense. So here, in sometimes English, the spelling, it doesn't entirely correspond to its pronunciation. The spelling and how it sounds like may not have relationship. So here, laughs, it ends with the f, with the f sound, but actually it ends with gh. Laughs, and we cannot really hear the u sound either. So for this word, then we just have to memorize how it should be spelled. And also vegetables. Quite a number of students will ask for the vegetables, mobile. So these are just some of the difficult words, and please don't forget to study also the keywords and the key structures. You can play the Quizlets on my blog. And okay, it's almost 10 minutes. I would say that's it for the study today. Good luck for your next dictation, and remember to study the recite and be very, very careful on the punctuation and capital letters for your recite. Good luck. See you.